Hey, welcome back everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue here in Tampa, Florida. And you can see from the angle that I am at, we have the Vacation Rotation Tunnel all constructed. Make sure you guys share this, tag each other, alert everybody that we're live. Afton is walking down to get Simba Tiger. Intern cat here has the door open and ready to drop it behind him when he passes through. This is our 2.5 acre vacation rotation. Simba Tiger just spent the last 4 weeks enjoying every square inch of it. Next up will be Max Tiger, but we have a lot of mowing and weed eating and projects to do in between, so that'll happen either today or tomorrow. So Afton has to go all the way down out of sight because we have a tree line in the way, where Simba Tiger has been closed into the roof section so that we could safely construct the tunnel without him trying to help. And there are 2 doors and a pole, a safety pole that she has to remove from down there, and then he will be let out into the big section. Fingers crossed and hoping that he comes right down to this open door that Kat is holding here. So while we're waiting, I wanted to mention just to all of our viewers that we are always looking for volunteers and interns. We are actively accepting, so if you live in the area or you're an intern that wants to travel here and live for 3 months at a time, we are always searching for awesome people who want to make a big difference here at the sanctuary and for the cats. So if you guys are ever interested or you just want more information, you guys can contact Erin and email her at volunteer@bigcatrescue.org. She said that would be the best and fastest way for you to get directly in touch with her. And she can give you all the information about the 3-month internships. There's up to 5 levels of that, which Kat is a level 5, or our volunteer program. So he's on the move. Good job, Bud Bud! Yay! Hi. Good job, sir! Go turn the corner. Good boy. Over the weird part. Come on, good boy. We gotta go home. So Simba Tiger spent the last 4 weeks out there, but he's gonna go home to the new enclosure he had kind of just moved to like a week before we sent him on vacation. Right, buddy? You're not gonna make me run today? Alright, I gotta go up and over this. Nope, wrong way. Wrong way, Bud Bud. Other way.
Oh, it's me again.
Here it goes. So he's gonna go into this enclosure and we're gonna shift him down behind multiple doors. Sim Sim! Oh, you have the wrong door. We gotta shift him a couple spaces away because we'll later be moving Max Tiger and he has to be at least 2 doors away. Good job, Sam. This way, Bud Bud. Good job. Go get Nisha! Yay! Alright, Simba's home. So 2 doors will be down. They're gonna put a safety pole in that door which tells everybody do not open this door. And now he can just keep on walking. He's gonna go check out every square inch of the enclosure now, I'm sure. Good job, buddy. You're like an old pro. You're like an old pro. All right, Simba Tiger is home. So he's back in the enclosure next door to, oh, he's got to spray everything. He's back in the enclosure next door to Kali, but we're having him closed out of the 2 sections closest to her because Max Tiger will be making his way through the same tunnel later today for his turn. You done peeing on everything? He gonna feed you your breakfast. Yay! Probably the only cat that you can move and he'll still eat no problem. A lot of cats, they get a little overstimulated. And they don't want to eat right away when they get in a new place because they're just, I gotta smell everything, I gotta pee on everything, I gotta explore everything. Gollum, put the lockout down. Simba! Simba, come here. Gotta put the door down first. There you go. All right, so Jordan's gonna put Simba's breakfast in. We will just come up here and watch from a distance. He gets a little particular when people crowd him while he's eating to the point where he scarfs it, and then sometimes you see it a second time, and I don't like making them feel that way, so stay over here. Yeah, he is. Jordan's also a level 5 intern. I know, I knew he was gonna eat too fast. Too excited. Gonna see it again. There you go. Yeah. All right, much slower next time. Oh, maybe not. Get some water.
Very excited.
I called it. I was like, yeah, I'm not even going over there because I knew he'd just inhale it.
Jordan, when you're done with that, can you go grab Manny Jaguar, please?
Alright, so we're going to be heading over to Manny. We'll have to construct the Funcation tunnel, which is a short tunnel for him. Jennifer, Jordan, and Kat and Nisha are all, 5 of them are level 5s. I believe, sadly, that most of their level 5s are up in the next, couple of months. So May, June, I believe. I've heard rumors that pretty much all of them want to stay, but of course once the intern program's over, then they have to find places to live and jobs and then move into the volunteer program. The cool part for them is where it took me 6 years.
And he has access to half his enclosure, so you leave him on that half.
So it took Mark and I 6 years to become master keepers, whereas Jordan, Nisha, and Kat will all come out of the intern program after 2 years and they'll be master keepers. But they put in 5 days a week, 12-hour days, non-stop. They live on property. It is hard work, but it's so rewarding, and it was really cool that we've seen so many of our interns want to stay and do the whole level 5. I know that Lauren B., who's a staff member, did all the levels. Karma did all the levels. You guys saw Dylan and Fred do all 5 levels. Then we have these 3 doing all 5 levels. We've got Emma and Ryan both coming back as level 5 soon. So it's one of those things where it gets in your blood, and there's no way you can just not see these cats basically every day. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah. So they are running to get Manny Jaguar's diet. And then we will be constructing that tunnel and taking him home. Crunch. You guys can hear that crunching. It's a giant turkey leg. So again, if anybody's interested that watches these lives in becoming an intern or a volunteer, you guys can email Erin at volunteer@bigcatrescue.org. Huge thank you to everybody helping out in the comments on moving cat days, which are usually every 2 weeks to once a month. I am generally running alongside tigers, or I'm helping, or I'm watching ropes and doors and locks and clips, and I'm not usually at all looking at the screen, so I really appreciate that. If you're a newcomer, we do lives basically every day. You're gonna find something that we've put out, whether it's a live or just a YouTube video or TikToks or any of that stuff. So there's never a shortage of content coming out of Big Cat Rescue. And for anybody who doesn't know Simba, Simba Tiger was rescued from the circus life in Guatemala, where he spent over a decade living in a cage no bigger than a queen-size bed. So watching him go out and play in the 2.5-acre vacation rotation, or just at home in his normal enclosure where he has 4 sections all streamed together that are larger than most people's homes. He's got swimming pools, platforms. Right now he's just in his feeding lockout. And as I stated, I am not gonna get any closer because I didn't want to stress him out. So he will have access to half of the enclosure while we go move Manny, and then we're gonna get to work on all the mowing and all the things, and then we'll be moving Max Tiger and Flint and Nabisco later today. Let me ask you guys, would you rather me just hang here and make this one big long live, or should I shut it down and bring it back up when we're ready to move Manny? It's up to you guys who are answering questions in the comments. If you think there's a lot of people that have some good questions, you want some time to give them answers, I'll watch for like Deb or Cassie or Kathy or somebody to let me know what's best. Oh, there's an Aria. We could hang with Miss Aria for a second. Yeah, is Simba eating his breakfast? Is your newer neighbor home again? He was here for like a week and then went on vacation. Because it'll take a few minutes for them to get Manny's tunnel put together. Good job, Sim Sim. All right, one long live. You guys got it. That way you won't have to go through this. I didn't get a notification. I don't know how lives later today will work because I know there's several hours of things that are going to take place before we can move the little boys or Max. Is your other neighbor going on vacation? I think then after that it might be your turn. I can't remember. For anyone who keeps up with our rotation schedule, I did request, and of course Jamie was already thinking it, that we're not going to send Kali out to vacation rotation. It was technically her turn. With her having just had all of the medical procedure recently, her mobility has really slowed down, and now we have her on a supplement that she really needs. So we don't want to send Kali out to a 2.5 acre space where she can ignore us and miss a bunch of the supplement. So we're going to keep her in her already large open air enclosure and just let her do her thing there for a little while, so. I will show you. Oh, Jasmine's like, oh, who's home? Oh, new guy. Oh, there's a new guy. Back to your stalkery ways. There's Miss Jasmine. So Simba walked himself down here. He likes to go all the way down to this section. And Daniel, if you're on here, you'll see that your toy did make it over here. It's all the way over by staff offices, which he actually sleeps over here most of the time. So he has all this space and he's got that huge open air section, and for some reason he likes to come down here, probably lay in all this fluffy grass. That, and we realized that Max Tiger hasn't been since last August, September of last year. And that's no good because it looked like almost everybody else had different rotations. So Jamie and I were thinking we probably brought him home early because he was limping pretty severely out there and we really needed him to get consistent on medication. So that is the new plan, was to send Max so he gets a longer trip. We're still checking this enclosure, making sure everything looks good. So maybe while we wait, we'll find Jinx. One of the big reasons, I was a little sad that we never got a chance to move Jinx over here to see if he would enjoy the pool or swimming or anything. But one of the biggest reasons why we rotate the cats around, not only for it to be a different space, better enrichment, opportunities and things like that, but that way their cage sits empty for a little while and we can go in and we can rake and we can put down grass seed and we can replant plants. We can pressure wash things. Don't know if he'll be on this side, but instead of just watching a bunch of people standing around, we will try to find a cat. So you can see Manny's enclosure was fully raked. Of course, that lasts like 5 seconds here. Constant leaves falling. We have so much tree coverage. It can be really difficult to keep it leaf free, but you'll see, like, you know, Jinx was on vacation prior to Manny. So while he was gone, everything started to grow. And now Manny was gone, so we've got a ton of grass seed down. There he is. Hi, buddies. Were you playing with your purple ball? Were you playing with that purple ball? Yes, you were. This is Jinx. Jinx is not the one that we're moving right now, but he's out. You got that ball. Oh my goodness, sir. Oh my goodness, sir. What are you watching? He's like, I should be flat catting because there's people and I want them to think I'm sneaky. But I also want to play with this toy. I also want to play with this toy. Don't ya? Oh, it rolled away. You better get it back. You better get that toy back. You better get that toy. This is good lighting. You can see all the spots on his shoulder and arms, his side, his belly.
top of his head. Yeah, you're showing your leopard spots. You need a toy that comes right back to you. You need a toy that comes right back to you. I think yellow and purple are your colors, buddy. Those are your colors. What are they doing? What are they doing? So they gotta fix something? He's gonna get a closer look, or he's gonna go play with something else.
I don't think you guys will mind seeing more Jinx while we wait. Oh, he's gonna be sneaky back there instead. I think Jamie's just checking all the enclosures, making sure we're good to move. Are you being sneaky back there? Oh, we're peeing. Well, now it makes sense why you'd be sneaky. Now it makes sense why you'd be sneaky. Going behind the tree, you're so polite. Simba just hosed us all down. Simba would just hose us all down. I think he's trying to shake me. He's like, you're giving away my position. These people know where I'm at because you won't stop following me. Well, he's giving you a home tour. Hey, look at all this space I have. I can keep going through door after door after door. Not your turn though, buddy. You were just out there. I always like these really old classic signs that are still on some of the enclosures. These plastic now, but they have these 10 ones. And ain't that the truth?
Well, you hit a dead end. You can't go any closer because they're moving Manny. Can't go any closer because they're moving the man. Where are you going? Could you not see okay there?
Is this magical ability to just look right through your soul. All right, let's go back and see Manny since he's the one we're actually moving. And so I don't get trapped. Thank you to everybody who has been sharing these lives, tagging each other, replying to each other's comments. Really appreciate any and all donations. We are a nonprofit, so 100% of your donations is what goes to the cats, and it's how we give them the best lives that we possibly can, even though they don't belong in cages. We fully believe that these cats should be born and raised by their mothers in the wild, not by humans that want to show them off for entertainment or be cool because they got something exotic as a pet. But sadly, the ones that are born into captivity, if they don't end up being used and abused in the entertainment industry, used as breeders for more illegal pets, they end up being passed around from zoo to zoo. The best place for them are accredited sanctuaries. And you guys help us make it possible. We can give them as much space as possible. We're always expanding enclosures, adding platforms and dens, toys, supporting our enrichment program, top of the line food and medical care. We have an on-site hospital. All the cats that require it get supplements and medications that they need. And then we couldn't do any of this without you guys and your support. There's the man! So you can see he is behind a door with a red safety pole. Hi, mister. He is on alert, flat catting over there. This is Manny Jaguar. Manny was actually retired from the zoo life, and thankfully that zoo wanted to find an accredited sanctuary to retire him at. Hi, mister! And when I say accredited, we are accredited by the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries. You should definitely be supporting organizations that are accredited like that. GFAS. True sanctuaries do not buy, sell, trade, breed, touch, parade these cats around on leashes, take them to off-site events. And if you guys don't like seeing big cats in cages, as I said, we don't either. What we've been devoting all of our time and effort to is the Big Cat Public Safety Act. We're truly hoping that we can pass a federal bill to help protect these animals from being used and abused their whole lives. It would effectively end private ownership and captive breeding, like cub petting. So when people speed breed a bunch of tigers so that they have baby cubs for people to pay $10 in a parking lot to touch them, then those cats go on to languish in people's backyards and really crappy cages. So if they're gonna be stuck in a cage, they're better off being in an accredited sanctuary until we can end this problem. You guys can help us by making the call of the wild at bigcatact.com. Because there's truly no real conservation in this captive speed breeding. None of these cats born in cages can ever be set free. So a jaguar or a leopard or a tiger being born in North Carolina, South Carolina, Ohio, they're never gonna be sent back to their native lands. So that is something that we are very passionate about. We should not be breeding these animals for life in cages. We should be helping real conservation efforts to save them in the wild. Manny, I mean, you're handsome from all angles, but I was hoping you'd come say hi. Hard to get him in focus on like this weird angle of the cage. Thank you very much for all the donations. We used to be open to the public and we would do guided tours, private tours, keeper tours, feeding tours, kids tours. small groups of 20 or less by reservation only. But in 2020, when the whole world shut down, so did we. And then when we discovered that cats can actually catch COVID, we really tightened our belts here. So unfortunately, we're not open to the general public anymore. That's why we've made such an effort to put in so many more cameras, live streaming cameras everywhere. But we have lost so much revenue not being able to be open to the full capacity that we used to be. So every penny really, really, really matters to us. I think when we first stopped doing tours altogether, Carol said we were losing about $160,000 a month for the big cats. And try as I might, I'm lucky to bring in $100 alive, so that's why I'm always pushing you guys to shop and sponsor the cats at bigcatrescue.biz. I think between Manny and Flint, they've probably got the most items in our online gift shops.
Is somebody coming with a bucket for you? It looks like it. I see a Jordan.
Officer Brooks, can you push the brake? Okay. Hey, Brittany, we're getting ready to move Manny. I don't know where you went.
Thanks. I'm with Manny.
Jordan's coming to set you free.
Hopefully he'll run all the way across Funcation, so if anybody's monitoring that camera. Last time, I think he's kind of stayed on the outer edge with us, but sometimes they figure it out and they just go racing, and there's no way I can keep up with a leopard, a jaguar, or a tiger while they're running.
All right, Mr. Man.
So patient.
Yeah.
Ready, sir?
So Jordan's got to remove the safety pole, open the door, try to get myself in a better position to follow.
Good job, buddy. Go to that front corner that you're always chasing us to. Come on, Manny.
Here he comes.
There he goes.
Woo!
Running through those flowers. He heard the tongs. We're not really supposed to run around the cats because we don't want to encourage them to chase, but since he's not paying attention to me at all, in order to get caught up. There he goes. Look how stealthy he gets.
Go on, Stealthy. Come on. Get it. Last little bit.
Oh, this is reminding me, I never posted that video I took of him where he was stalking Mark, but it actually looked like a slow-mo video even though it wasn't. Woo! All right, Mr. Manny's home.
Stay right there.
Manny,
Other way. Nope.
Come in. Oh. Yeah, that's even better.
He's like, nope. Not if that's what you want. Woo! Yeah. Yay! All right. This way we've got him behind 2 doors. That way we can put in the safety pole, and then we have to deconstruct these 2 corner tunnels here. And he's home. And then we'll open up this huge safety entrance, just like out at regular vacation, and send the mowers and the weed eaters in. So.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Alright guys, well thanks for hanging out with me. There was a live earlier with Nala Serval moving to a brand new enclosure. If you missed it, you can find that at dailybigcat.com or over on Big Cat Rescue's Twitter. And same thing, if you missed the beginning of this one, we moved Simba Tiger home from Vacation Rotation, and then I just stuck with it. We saw a whole lot of Jinx.
Oh man, he said, did I miss the snacks? Did you miss the snacks, buddy? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jinx is always pretty jealous in the background there, but his operant guy's here today, so he will get plenty of snacks. Alright guys, well, so weather permitting, time permitting, we will be moving Flint and Nabisco out to Funcation when the enclosure is ready, and same thing with Max Tiger going on Vacation Rotation. So go to bigcatcams.com and pick a couple cameras to watch today while you're waiting. And assuming we move those cats today, I'll try to go live. Otherwise, you can watch from the cameras. So thank you again for all the donations, everybody who helped out in the comments. And we're just gonna do everything in reverse now. All right, see you guys soon.